So, Laura, we heard the president there seem to downplay the need to use all of the money that was allocated for his deportation agenda. What should we understand about that?
So the president is somewhat right in that the numbers of border crossings are down. It's not zero. According to his border czar, Tom Homan, the June 2025 numbers, just over 6,000 border crossings occurred compared to more than 83,000 during that same time in 2024. But it's not zero. Now, when it comes to whether or not the administration is going to spend the money that's allocated in this bill, the border czar, Tom Homan, as well as Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, have made very clear that they intend on spending the billions in this bill. Tom Homan said this week that they want to arrest 7,000 people every day for the remainder of the administration.
So billions allocated in the bill. Break it down for us. Where are those billions going?
So total, there's more than 160 billion that are going to immigration enforcement and the deportation operation. So when you break it down, that means 46.5 billion to building the rest of the border wall, 45 billion to immigration detention centers, nearly 30 billion to hiring and training ICE staff, and 3.3 billion to immigration court judges and attorneys. Now, some of those pots of money can be moved around. If they don't want to spend that much on the border wall, they don't have to. They can transfer it to other parts of ICE. But ICE plans to hire an additional 10,000 new agents to the tens of thousands they already have. And also, they want to have at least 80,000 new detention beds.
So that increase in funding for ICE, for immigration enforcement, how unprecedented is that kind of increase?
Well, it's incredibly unprecedented. I spoke to David Beer, who is the director of immigration studies at the conservative Cato Institute. And David Beer said that the administration has already moved a significant number of ATF agents, of DEA agents over to help immigration enforcement. And now this bill will dramatically increase ICE's capabilities on top of that.
Under this bill, by 2028, you're talking about spending effectively 80% of all federal law enforcement dollars will go to immigration enforcement. And so when you think about the scale that we are prioritizing this type of enforcement over all other types of crimes, everything you can think of is being deprioritized to focus on deportations. And primarily, it's going to be deportations of people without any criminal record, without any arrest record.
So as Beer said, law enforcement being moved from other types of operations, prioritizing other types of crimes to specifically focusing on immigration enforcement. And David Beer warned that the impact of this law will mean that ICE raids could very well become an everyday part of American life and hit communities that it hasn't necessarily hit already. He warned that he thinks there could be an increase of racial profiling, including of American citizens. And we've seen some American citizens get caught up in these ICE operations already, some arrested, some put in handcuffs, and he is concerned that that will only increase. Now, another impact of this, according to David Beers and the Cato Institute's number crunching, and they did this by looking also at the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office's estimate, but that they estimate that the U.S., because of this bill, is going to lose some $900 billion in tax revenue that is paid by these immigrants who are potentially going to be picked up and deported by the administration.